Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Tandem Trail. Today's video is a little different because it is Tanya's test. We are at Ram Off-Road Park right here in Colorado Springs, and she's behind the wheel of Freddie, our nearly stock Land Cruiser 250. Today isn't a hard test. This is not a hard run. We're not rock crawling or pushing limits today. It will be mild but quite thorough off-road test. There will be moguls. We're planning 15 to 30 degree inclines, off-camber section, and a few tight turns. We are here to learn how Freddie behaves in stock form, and we want to see how we feel about it. And we want to, both of us, feel comfortable in places like that. Tanya is quite a precision and purposeful driver, and I want her to be really comfortable in situations like this. So it's her day. Let's talk setup. Freddie's running the factory suspension and factory tires. Those are Yokohama Geolandar X-CVs. The size of the tire is 31.6 inches. And yes, we did some changes. We added skid plates and PPF, for protection. But otherwise, this is how the Land Cruiser rolls off the lot. And this is important because whatever Freddie delivers today, this will be the baseline. This is the worst it will ever be because the new tires, the Nitto Terra Grappler G3s, are on their way, arriving probably in less than a week. Now, let's talk a little about the terrain. This is Ram Off-Road Park, and it is a great place to test. It has a mix of steep and gentle inclines. It has moguls, rocks, off-camber sections, loose dirt, rock steps. But we're not doing anything extreme today. Enough to challenge the suspension geometry, the drivetrain logic, the turning radius, the suspensions. But we are trying to not break anything here. We're here to learn. And Tanya is doing just that in this video. She's driving with care, watching every response, and giving us a clear sense of how Freddie behaves in her hands. This isn't really a thrill ride. It's a study. It's a first impression on the off-road technology, and it's a foundation of what's next and what plans we have for this vehicle, for everything we do with it. So, what are we testing today? First, suspension, articulation, and travel. We want to see how Freddie flexes over normal or uneven terrain, how the suspension stretches, compresses, and handles mild off-road camber dips, or dips in general, some ruts. Tanya is watching for harshness, rebound, and how the ride feels from the driver's seat. Second, we want to test the turning radius. Ram Off-Road Park has a few tight corners and switchbacks, and we're checking how Freddie is handling them, especially with these tires and stock geometry. Third, the approach, the breakover, and the departure angles. Those are important for us. We're not planning to, scrap anything today, but we actually did a little, although we were watching those really close, but yeah, it happens. With stock tires, we know these angles are conservative. Any future upgrade, and that's what we planned for very soon, any upgrade will improve that. But today we're learning the limits on these tires and setup. Fourth, we want to test the drivetrain modes. We're running 3 major configurations and setups. First, pure 4 low. So no lockers, no assist, just low range and driver control. Whatever Tanya and I do at behind the wheel, that will be it. And this is how we test, and this is how we off-road with Roger, and this is what we want to start with as far as testing with Freddie. We want to feel the raw response, how the throttle behaves, how the wheels grip, and how the suspension reacts. Second, that will be 4 low with multi-terrain select in 3 modes. So the auto mode in 4 low for the MTS, in dirt, and in rock crawl. So this adds terrain-aware throttle and brake modulation. It is subtle, but we can feel it working because it was a complete disaster with our 2018 TRD off-road Forerunner. It was like the car is braking. I want to see how this one is. You know, we've already kind of tested a little, but we want to see how this one works, especially on loose dirt and uneven moguls like what we have here. And the third setup we want to do is 4 low with MTS on auto and crawl control with different speeds. So we wanted to test, and we tested the crawl speeds between 4 and 2.5, between 2 and 5 miles an hour. And this is where Tanya's first impressions really shine. She was really happy about it because the crawl control is smooth, predictable, surprisingly refined. She manages the speeds very confidently and picks up the proper, pace to go. It doesn't jerk or surge even on the steepest inclines. It just walks the vehicle toward the goal forward with quiet confidence. MTS Auto complements everything as well, and it's adapting to terrain changes without drama, and we love it, both of us. This is where our Land Cruiser's off-road tech starts to show its value. It's not flashy, but it's very effective. And Tanya's feedback is clear. The system works. It's not intrusive. It's intuitive. It's not confusing. It just helps, and she likes it very, very much. So, what did we learn? Suspension travel is decent, very decent, but it's limited by, the regular stock geometry and tire size, although it performed phenomenally. Turning radius is very good. It's very manageable, even on tight corners. Approach and departure angles are predictable, very good. And we can take those air dams out, but that will be later when we get the Nitto Terra Grapplers. Crawl control and MTS work beautifully. And the 4 low mode that combines them all is magnificent. That stacking of off-road tech working together is just phenomenal and really hard to beat. We loved it. And most importantly, Tanya felt confident. The Land Cruiser didn't fight her. It supported her, it helped, and she managed it fantastically. The one thing that I was not happy today was that neither the cameras nor the Land Cruiser do justice and show how big and how steep those inclines and the rocks and the rock steps really were. And that's what really matters. Freddie performed phenomenally today. We're very happy. And we make these videos with care and joy for you and for the love of those tests and off-roading and the trails. If you like this video, please share it, subscribe it, hit the like button, leave a comment, we read them all. And thanks for riding with us, and bye till the next episode. Yay!